What's up, everybody out there? How you doing? Welcome to Peppielaview. I'm yours truly, Peppy. Let's get it started, shall we? All right. Yeah, I like my groove. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back, tuning in over here at Peppielaview. I appreciate it so much. Hey, I'm jealous. Well, we're talking about R&B divas and my take on verses. That's right. We are having a versus over here between Karyn White's Secret Rendezvous and Cherrelle's affair. Well, let's talk about it, okay? Well, both singles came out in 1988. That's correct. Karyn White's album came out first, and then you had Cherrelle's album coming out second, okay? Secret Rendezvous was written and produced by L.A. Reid and Babyface, along with their silent partner, Daryl Simmons. Karyn White's song went to #1 on the dance charts. I was so surprised to find out it was not the #1 R&B hit. I thought it was, but it went to #4 on the R&B charts and #6 on the pop charts. That's correct. And then you have Cherrelle coming out with her Affair album, and Affair being the first single released off that album later that year, somewhere maybe October of that year, August, September, October of 1988. And she comes out, and of course she is rewarded with I think Affair was like maybe #4 on the R&B charts, if I'm not mistaken. So big singles definitely for both of these divas. Now, let's get a backstory on Karyn White's song, okay? I remember an event at my elementary school. I think it was like a sock hop, or it was a, excuse me, you guys out there, or a Friday special. Anywho, I remember Karyn White's song, Secret Rendezvous, being played. And I don't know how it happened. I'm having a conversation with a classmate, and of course, I'm pretty sure I brought it up and saying to myself, like, I like the Karyn White song, Secret Rendezvous. And of course, she responded, the classmate, saying that it was her cassette we were listening to. And I was like, wow, oh my gosh, you have that album? And I was like, oh man, I love her music so much. And by that time, of course, you should already know by now that Karyn White's, that whole entire album is a banger. It's an album that I definitely can play from beginning to the end. Even with the single on there called One Wish, that was kind of like maybe could have been a filler or one of those songs where let's kind of write something together, and she ended up co-writing it with someone. Still a decent song, not a bad song at all, and very worthy of being a single off of the album. But I can play her album from beginning to the end. Another thing that I like about Karyn White's album is that, well, let's talk about the video. Something that I like about Karyn White's video, Secret Rendezvous, is that she's definitely dancing her behind off. I like it a lot. If you want to call it dancing, or her or the video and the way in which it was choreographed, I like it a lot. It was generic, but at the same time, it was definitely a high production. I like it because of the sound, the track, the instruments that are definitely being played, and to see, her, some videos, you get the feel of it just being a video. But to me, what I got for Karyn White's video, Secret Rendezvous, if you hadn't been to a Karyn White concert, and obviously I had not been, being that I was a young child at the time, but just basically seeing her dancing the way she was dancing or performing the way she was performing gave me an idea of possibly what her concert could have possibly been like. So to see her dancing, with that chair, with the musicians behind her, I loved it a lot. And it was just definitely a banger for me. And that's what I like about it. Now with Cherrelle, unfortunately with Cherrelle, I hate to say it this way, her single Affair seems very forced to me. Like it's not something that, well, it would just sound forced. Karyn White's track, as well as you get a lot of L.A. Reid's and Babyface tracks, that seems to be very fun. They're hitting, but just very fun, very light. Whenever you get, I guess Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, because Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis wrote and produced Affair for Cherrelle. Very serious track, in your face, some very serious vocals from Cherrelle, a lot of attitude, and it was like, we're not playing, so there was no in between with Cherrelle's song for me, for my taste. Very forced to me. Even the dancing in the video came off a little stiff to me. Like, I don't know. It just didn't work. The only thing that worked was definitely the vocals, and of course Cherrelle's appearance in that video with that red dress. I love her a lot with her in that red dress, and just the overall look for sure. A song I like to this very day, I still like Affair, but if I had to compare the two and which one I like the most, hands down, it would definitely be Karyn White's Secret Rendezvous is the song that I like the best. If I had to choose which one I like the best, but you already know I got these songs. I like them. I like both of them. There's no competition here, only contribution. Definitely. From these two ladies. Well, anyway, tell me what you think. And if you made it this far, that's right, if you made it to this part of Peppielaview, I want to personally say thank you guys so much. So why don't you go ahead on and hit that like button as well as that subscribe button. I really and truly appreciate it. And leave your comment as well. Maybe you agree with me. Maybe you disagree with me. That's fine over here. Let's talk about it. And over here, I definitely believe in putting your behind where your heart desires to be. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she says, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. I'm saying that to you as well. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. And on that note, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next video. And until then, I think you already know what to do. Take care of yourselves out there. And until then, you know what? See you next video. All right.